Breaking news now at 11. Something significant is happening in Afghanistan right now. We are watching information come in from the news wires and Twitter, and it appears a large militant attack is underway near the NATO headquarters at the Kabul airport. At least 5 explosions are reported, including a rocket attack sending up a plume of smoke at the airport. U.S. NATO troops are reportedly in a firefight and standoff with attackers in part of the airport. Authorities believe at least 10 suicide attackers are in one part of the airport. NATO and Russian helicopters are flying overhead. The airport's in lockdown, no flights in or out. It's not known who is behind the attack, and it's too early to know if anyone is dead. We will update you on developments as they become available. We're also looking ahead to tomorrow when we could face even more morning commute headaches. Construction on I-90 in Lakewood between West 140th Street and Hilliard is about to begin. This adds more woes to Westsiders who have to drive downtown because the West Shoreway remains closed due to filming of Captain America. People gathered to watch new action scenes filmed today. With all the action downtown closing major roadways, Newschannel 5's Stephanie Ramirez drives us through all the commotion.
The sound of gunfire from West 3rd Street. Good news is it was all part of filming for the next Captain America movie, The Winter Soldier, which drew plenty of onlookers making their way downtown.
He ran the pierogi.
Yeah, kidney walk for Nerve DJ.
Outside of the Justice Center.
Had to pay on a fine today.
Whatever brought you downtown, almost everyone stopped to take a look. Still excited for the movie, even though this means the Shoreway will be shut down for another week. Here for the first time and affected by the shutdown. You're coming from the west side, right?
Yeah, everybody's always talking about wanting good things in Cleveland. I mean,
here it is.
Yeah.
We got it, and let's enjoy it, because it doesn't always happen to us.
It's exciting.
Pretty cool.
Also exciting, the action scene today on the Shoreway involving one of the new characters. Tom Desco's only seen it on TV until today.
It's good to see the Shoreway put to use.
And he lives near Gordon Square, telling us about his commute.
Once you figure out a shortcut, so does everybody else, so it's not too bad. Just plan on it.
A few local businesses made use of the situation earlier in the week, and plenty say they're excited about the new attention being given to Cleveland.
It's starting to come back to how it was back in the early 90s when Indians were winning games.
Those here today weren't too concerned about the traffic expected tonight with filming closures, construction around the city, and a concert scheduled at the Q. Instead, it was all about trying to see Scarlett Johansson.
Close the city down for Scarlett Johansson anytime.
The Shoreway closure is expected to last until June 14th. And now with school officially out for the season,
The commute for people won't be as bad, I'm assuming.
or hoping, officials still say leave early and take your time.
And of course, we'll continue to bring you the very latest on the last week of the Shoreway shutdown, as well as all of the goodies that are being given away because of it. We'll have that here on Channel 5 as well as Newsnet5.com. On your side, Stephanie Ramirez, News Channel 5.
We're following a developing story out of Garfield Heights where police are searching for a suspect who led them on a high-speed chase. An officer spotted a wanted suspect driving around this evening. When he tried to pull him over, the suspect sped off. The chase went on I-40 East before going on side streets when the suspect bailed and ran off on Fairway Avenue. Officers searched the woods with a canine but have not located him yet. We're also looking ahead to new developments in the bomb plot on Northeast Ohio Bridge. The trial is set to start for one of the 5 suspects tomorrow. Joshua Stafford is one of the 5 men who the FBI says tried to blow up a Brecksville Bridge, but agents foiled it. Stafford is slated to act as his own attorney. A judge ruled Stafford is mentally fit for trial. The 4 other suspects pleaded guilty and got a prison term of 6 to 11 years. 3 firefighters are on administrative leave after a workplace scandal. The Newburgh Heights Fire Department chief tells us one firefighter was arrested after allegedly assaulting his wife at the fire station on Monday. The chief said the lieutenant confronted his wife, who's also a firefighter, about inappropriate emails with another firefighter on work computers. The lieutenant, his wife, and the other firefighter she was emailing are on leave. How is the weather shaping up for the new work week? Meteorologist Jason Nicholas has your answer.
Hey there, Michael. Yeah, overall, not too bad for your Sunday today. Temperatures were able to rise to near 80 degrees, but now showers are starting to roll in, and this will be around through the overnight and also during your day on Monday. So a few showers, Elyria to downtown Cleveland. Notice the area where we have a little bit of an orange color or even a yellow indicates a heavier downpour there between Lorain and downtown Cleveland. Although for the most part, we're looking at a light shower action, maybe just some drizzle from Cleveland to Mentor. A few pockets there south of Mentor, also to the north of Akron. A wider picture again, showing what's happening. Not much over the last couple of hours, but look to our south and west. Rain showers starting to fill in. So I do think tomorrow morning will be a little damp heading out and about, and with more rain on the way. Take a look. All this moisture all moving into northern Ohio. This is all part of a warm front. So we're going to see temperatures warm relatively nicely into the 70s pretty much all week long. But we do have that rain threat. Also some thunder threat. I'll let you know if there's any light at the end of the tunnel or maybe just a few breaks tomorrow during the day if you want to have some dry weather. All that coming up, Mike.
All right, but we'll be right here for that. Tomorrow, you have a new way to help the 3 missing women who were found alive after being rescued from captivity after a decade, and you can do it all while enjoying a ball game. The Lake County Captains will donate 100% of their ticket proceeds from tomorrow's game to the Cleveland Courage Fund. That fund goes towards Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight. The game is at 7 tomorrow at Captain Stadium in East Lake. New developments tonight in the Steubenville rape case. It doesn't have to do with the victim or the 2 convicted rapists, but the person who brought the crime to light. 26-year-old Derek Lestutter of Kentucky is an anonymous hacker. The hacker activist group Anonymous spread word about the Steubenville rape case online, arranged rallies, eventually getting the attention of the national media and the story of a 16-year-old girl who was raped by 2 star players on the Steubenville High School football team, resulting in their convictions. Lestutter says the FBI came to his door 2 months ago.
The first question they asked was, we're looking for any anti-American propaganda. And I was like, I just got done turkey hunting. I live on a farm in Winchester, Kentucky, and I drink a lot of Bud Light. I'm about as American as it gets. Either A, I was set up for this, or B, they want to make an example out of me.
Lestutter expects to get an indictment any day now. He doesn't deny working with Anonymous, but says he is not the person who hacked into a Steubenville football fan page that the FBI is looking for. Now, if convicted, Lestutter could get 10 years in prison for computer crimes. The 2 rape suspects, Trent Mays and Malik Richmond, got 2-year sentences. The African American Museum of Cleveland is looking for your help to stay up and running. The museum, located on Crawford Road, closed in 2005 but reopened part-time in 2009. Thanks to work from volunteers, the African American Museum of Cleveland held a brunch today in honor of African American jazz legend John Coltrane. The goal is to raise money to reopen full-time and repair its aging roof.
We've been trying to raise money for the roof for about a year and a half now. We need about $20,000 to replace our roof, the flat roof, and so far we've probably raised about $6,000.
Volunteers also help spruce up the garden outside the landmark. For info to raise money for the African American Museum of Cleveland, log on to Newsnet 5. Imagine trying to golf without being able to see. Today, golfers at Fowler's Fill in Chesterland took the swings while wearing blindfolds, but there was a very good reason why, as News Channel 5's Dave Kopinski explains.
There's a good reason why these golfers are putting on blindfolds at Fowler's Mill Golf Course today.
The Blind Golf Challenge gives people an opportunity to simulate what it would be like to golf visually impaired.
Guiding Eyes for the Blind has been providing seeing eye dogs for over 50 years. Their yearly fundraiser is in New York, but with many of the dogs being trained right here in Ohio, a local fundraiser was started.
Our dogs come to us from New York, and we raise them for approximately 18 months, 16 to 18 months, and then they go back to Guiding Eyes for their harness training.
Mark Frank decided to participate because a few of his clients are blind and rely heavily on their guide dogs. After a few swings while blindfolded, Mark can appreciate the golfers that participate in the Guiding Eye Golf Classic.
You want to look through the blindfold, and it's so difficult to conceive that you're going to hit the ball properly.
About 12 dogs and their trainers were on hand to help cheer on today's participants. The money raised today will go towards food, medication, and transportation costs. Once trained, these dogs can be used many different ways anywhere in the world.
Not only are our dogs end up guide dogs, but we also have a healing autism program where they are tethered to autistic children. Our dogs also go on to become ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearm bomb sniffers.
But when a blind person receives their dog, it is truly a gift.
It really makes them so much more mobile and so much more independent.
In Chesterland, I'm Dave Kopinski, News Channel 5.
A silent auction was also held tonight, but we know that today's golf outing alone raised more than $20,000. Coming up, it's the biggest show in town tonight. An inside look at the concert at the Q. 98 Degrees, Boys to Men, and New Kids on the Block. phone call controversy. What we're learning about the government keeping tabs on everything you do with your cell phone, and who exposed the secret program. The price of being cheap. What you shouldn't skimp on because it's more expensive in the long run. How cutting corners can cost you big time.